Welcome. My name is Danny Van Leeuwen, and I'm known as Health Hats. I can be found at www.health-hats.com, and I'm a blogger. And today's talk is about creating your health team. And the first talk was about setting personal goals. So, a really important part in health and in the health journey is realizing that you're not alone. Powerful words. I'm not alone. It's key to spiritual, mental, and physical health, belonging, having a team. So, managing somebody's health, managing the journey, it's a team sport. Health team members are professional and non-professional, medical and not medical. So I have progressive, secondary progressive multiple sclerosis, and my health team consists of me and my wife and my grown sons and their spouses and my sister and my primary care physician, neurologist, a neuro-ophthalmologist, a neurourologist, a cardiologist, a chiropractor, an infusion center nurse, physical therapist, durable medical equipment vendor, retail pharmacist, specialty pharmacists, radiologists, lab techs, insurance company, and all their staffs. Plus, on my team is an acupuncturist, a counselor, and a massage therapist. So there's quite a group of people that help me along on my health journey. Now, you're the CEO of your health team. You're responsible for hiring, firing, and evaluating your team. You're responsible for setting your goals, and you engage that team to advise you and to recommend strategies and tactics to manage your health. So your team, which includes you and your family, care partners, and caregivers, have stuff to do on that journey. Diagnose, treat, do other things, learn, and live life. So first, having a team is a mindset. So most of us live our lives and seek help as we need it when we have discomfort or dis-ease. It's a haphazard and disjointed process. And our approach to healthcare changes when we begin to think of all the people we need on the journey, when we think of them as a team, our team. And it's a team with roles and responsibility accountable to us. So we are the CEO of our health team. There are many places that you can start creating your health team. And that starting place often depends on where you are in your journey. So you could be well, you could be acutely ill, chronically ill, or you could be at end of life. And your symptoms, if you have any, could be stable. I can live with them. Or they could be seriously annoying or disabling. And the worse you feel, the harder it is to pull back and intentionally build or manage a health team. So one place to start in creating a health plan is to select and enlist a care partner. So a care partner is someone who's going to help you navigate the journey. She or he commits to being your wingman, your wing person. Being sick is tough. It's a tough time to be assertive and proactive, and you need help. So my wife is my care partner. So I first embraced the role of care partner many years ago when my oldest son was training to work in development aid in the bush of Zimbabwe. And when he was training with his team, he invited me to come talk to his team about health. And at the time, I was a nurse and a paramedic. And I gave him the wrap of, just sort of basic health stuff. Wash your hands when you can, pay attention to the quality of the water you drink, and keep it zipped. But I also had them choose a care partner then and there. If you get sick, I said, that partner commits to hanging with you until you get definitive treatment. Now, these were the pre-internet days. And when my son went to Zimbabwe, we got a letter from him monthly. And then 3 months went without a letter. And my wife and I were starting to worry. And one day we received a letter, but it wasn't from him. It was from Megan. And Megan said, I am your son's health partner. He has malaria. We got him to Harare, which is the capital of Zimbabwe, and he's being treated in a Western clinic. He'll be okay. That was a care partner. And oh my God, was I glad that we had set him up to have a care partner. So another place to start building a health team is with the primary care physician. And you probably already have one. And so I ask, how do you feel before you go see your primary care physician? Do you look forward to it or do you dread it? And if you dread it, do you dread it because you hate being sick and any visit to any doctor just reminds you that you're sick and you don't really want to face it? Or is it because you dread it because she's a jerk or doesn't listen to you or doesn't talk to you? If the fit isn't good of a health team member, especially your primary care physician, you have two choices. You can make it work or you can find another one. So making a team relationship work better is as challenging as making any important relationship in life work better. Spouse, child, sibling, boss, friend, condo association mate, anybody that you have a relationship with. So with medical team members, there's less time to build a relationship, manage a relationship, and there's almost always a power dynamic. Your provider might not know they're in a relationship with you at all, or they may feel superior to you. But if you don't try to change the relationship, it won't. So most helpful might be that you know what you want. You know your health team goals, and you know what you want from your team member. Are you comfortable being the CEO of your team, and do you know your management style? It's important to know how you view yourself as the CEO of your team. Do you want to make all the decisions, or do you want your team members to make decisions for you? I personally am in the middle. As I've said in the last chat we had a couple weeks ago, my goals are to progress as slowly as possible, to do nothing to mess with my pathological optimism, and to keep playing my saxophone. So I want to make decisions that are going to affect those goals. But, having a chronic illness is like putting in a new kitchen. There's way too many decisions. And I don't want to make all those decisions. And when I trust my team, I just as soon have them make most of the treatment decisions. So what if you decide you need to make a change with your PCP or any team member? How do you do it? Well, you could interview potential team members. So for me, when my first neurologist moved away, I was crushed. I had a great relationship with him. And I interviewed 3 neurologists before I settled on one. The first neurologist I interviewed, I made a regular appointment. That neurologist didn't use portals. Well, I depend on portals to communicate with my docs and their teams. So I went to a second one. The second one dissed me because I used acupuncture and chiropractic. They couldn't relate. Well, the third one was a fit. Another example. So there was a point in my life when I needed a grief counselor. And the first one I went to just popped Altoids to stay awake while talking to me. The second one never talked, and I needed a guide, not a professional listener. And again, the third was a charm. So, it's the work of, there's work in selecting, and it takes time to select one. All right. So, I see that our time is drawing to a close and that there are a couple questions here. So The first one is, this talk is about proactive team development, and it really seems unrealistic. I'm in the middle of my journey. Well, it's really a good point. The trouble with health management is, who wants to think about health management when you're well? We tend to think about it when we're sick and it's going poorly, but we're more able to when we feel better, and do it with someone so it continue when you're feeling poorly. So the reason I put the emphasis on the care partner is that no matter where you are on the health journey, you need a trusted buddy to look out for you. So start there. Okay, let's see. I have one other question. I have a chronic illness, and every year I seem to be referred to another doctor. How do I add docs to my team? Well, that's a good question too. The U.S. health system depends on the PCP and your primary specialist as gatekeepers. So my PCP and neurologist know me and my engaged, aggressive style of health, and they refer me to a specialist that fits that style, and that's why I put so much energy, my team management energy, into those docs and my care partner. So I see that we have some other topics here: managing team members with whom we have poor relationships, managing non-professional team members like family. And so I'll work on these as presentations. And I'm out of town in 2 weeks from today. So our next video cast is going to be on Wednesday, September 6th at 10 in the morning Eastern time. And the topic will be planning care. So now that we have personal health goals and are creating the health team, we want to think about who's going to do what and when are they going to do it. That's planning care. So thanks for watching. I'm Danny Van Leeuwen at www.healthhats.com. And remember, you are not alone. See you later. Bye.